Hey everyone, my name is Morgan, and today I'm going to be answering some questions, some interview questions based on how we can leverage our English language learners and how we can better support our home and school connections. So interview question number one, I really want to put an emphasis on how culture really shapes learning. Culture affects how students see the world, how they communicate, how they solve problems, and even how they can interpret different things in the classroom, like eye contact or wait time. Cultural competence means understanding and valuing these differences. For English learners, it helps avoid assumptions, and it also helps set expectations with respect. Honoring cultural values like being able to be respected, respecting your elders, storytelling builds trust. We can integrate cultural assets by using diverse text, getting students connected with things they might have background knowledge for, connecting lessons to real-world examples, inviting students to share their traditions in writing or speaking, and definitely during this time of year when we have so many students celebrating the winter holidays, or even this past holiday with Halloween, with different traditions and religions and things of that nature. And then also letting students experience their experiences guide our classroom discussions, letting them tell stories and give answers based off of their own real life experiences. Number two, the culture of learning and inclusive environments. Culture is tied to language learning, and when students feel safe and they feel valued, they will take more risk, they will do the hard things, and they would be more willing to push through things that are more difficult. Inclusive environments include multilingual labels and visuals, correctly pronouncing student names, cooperative learning, groups where students can use both their home language and English. And when students see their language in the classroom, they feel welcome. Number three, home language is a foundation. So we celebrate cultural diversity by using multi-cultural literature, including global examples in math and science, connecting lessons to student experiences. We leverage home language by using bilingual dictionaries, providing sentence stems, peer translation, collaborative activities, encouraging the use of all language resources. Home language is a foundation of learning in English. It's not a barrier. Number four, meeting strengths and social emotional needs. Every ELL student has their strengths. Some are outgoing, others are more quiet, some are just pure observers, some learn by example, some lead by example. Some receive special education services as well. And some support strategies that we can use with our ELL students and families are flexible grouping, scaffolding supports and visuals, modeling in multiple ways to show that they understand. Social emotional supports can also differ. We can build routines and predictable structures. We can celebrate small wins. We can assign a trusted adult or a language buddy for those students as well. Number five, the importance of social, emotional, and cultural needs and routines. Understanding that backgrounds helps understand routines, help students be more respectful. They design safe and respectful routines. Some students may be unfamiliar with the norms like lining up or group work. When we use visuals and we model them ourselves and use explicit teaching, then those become more understandable to those students. Include cultural practices in our routines, like greetings in multiple languages. I know with my students in particular, not just with learning a different language like Spanish, but also learning your visuals with sign language. So teaching different students how to say their name in sign language, something that they're interested in, also have fun with, and then teaching some of them the basic things like restroom, their different colors, their emotions, things like that. And then celebrating cultural holidays. Like I said, during this time, we have students who celebrate the winter holidays in several different ways, several different religions. Several different symbols are used, the Christmas tree, stockings, candles, things like that. This reinforces that they belong, and it also increases the level of engagement that you're going to get from your students. Home and school connections is built off the base of just pure knowledge. And I say this all the time, whether I'm in the classroom or whether I'm coaching, you don't know, or I don't know what you don't know. And so when families bring those rich knowledge skills into the classroom, or students bring their experiences into the classroom, and they're able to tell those things like cooking traditions, holiday traditions, storytelling, farming or craftsmanship, bilingualism, they feel more welcome. They trust you. They're willing to share more things when they're struggling with things. And you also see those students are working harder to get through things and get through barriers that they would have struggled with before. So viewing families as partners allows us to strengthen vocabulary, background knowledge, and problem-solving skills. Number 7, building relationships and family engagement. Strong partnerships consist of being respectful, using clear communication, using translation tools. We use the Remind app for a lot of our L families. Information in families' home language, flexible meeting times. Family engagement also includes things like inviting family stories, encouraging reading at home in any language, hosting cultural nights. My school just did one of these and we had a great turnout. Offering workshops and explaining academic expectations. And then also our community involvement involves partnering with different organizations that specialize in cultural celebrations. Different centers, churches, and local leaders do those things. And then involving bilingual parent volunteers so that the communication is clear and that parents feel more comfortable. And the goal is to make families feel their voices matter and that their cultural strengths are valued. So by embracing these cultural and linguistic resources, our English language learners, we support language development and build a community where every student feels valued, empowered, and capable of success. Thank you for your commitment of serving our diverse learners.